Sometimes, a fight isn't about back and forth wars or last minute comebacks. Sometimes, one fighter walks into the ring or cage and makes it crystal clear. They are on another level. These are the nights when domination takes center stage, when skill, power, and precision combine to erase any doubt about who the superior fighter is. When Khabib Nurmagomedov stepped into the cage against Justin Cage, it wasn't just another title defense. It was the final chapter of an undefeated career. Cage came in as the dangerous striker, the man who had dismantled Tony Ferguson. But from the opening bell, Khabib's dominance was undeniable. He walked Cage down, unfazed by the leg kicks, pressuring with suffocating control.
Gaethje lands. Beautiful shot there on the double leg, and Nurmagomedov has.
In the second round, Khabib transitioned seamlessly from striking to grappling, taking Cage down with ease. Within seconds, he locked in a triangle choke, putting the dangerous brawler to sleep.
After Justin looked as he did against Tony Ferguson.
No damage, no mistake, just pure mastery. Khabib retired 20-0, leaving the sport with one of the most cleanest, most dominant exits in MMA history. Valentina Shevchenko is known as one of the most technical fighters in women's MMA, and against Jessica Eye at UFC 238, she showed exactly why. From the start, Valentina picked Eye apart with surgical precision, low kicks, body shots, and complete control of distance.
She might tap here.
Eye looked overwhelmed, unable to mount any kind of offense. Then came round 2. After softening Eye up with body kicks, Shevchenko unleashed a perfectly timed left high kick that landed flush. Eye dropped instantly, out cold before she hit the canvas. Israel Adesanya walked into UFC 253 with a point to prove. Paulo Costa was undefeated, a powerhouse who had bullied his way through the middleweight division. But when the cage door shut, it became painfully obvious. Costa was out of his depth. Adesanya paid a masterpiece. Every feint, every strike, every movement was calculated. He chopped at Costa's leg, picked him apart with jabs and kicks, and made him look hesitant, frozen in place. By the second round, Costa was battered and bleeding. His confidence shattered. Then came the finish. Adesanya landed a crisp combination, dropping Costa before sealing the deal with ground and pound. What was billed as a clash of titans turned into a one-sided showcase of striking brilliance. For years, fans debated who was the true king at welterweight, Terence Bud Crawford or Errol Spence Jr. When they finally decided to clash in 2023, the answer came in brutal clarity. From the opening bell, Crawford's timing and precision were unmatched. Every jab was a laser, every counter perfectly placed. Spence, normally the bully in the ring, found himself walking into trap after trap.
Spence kind of overreached there with that, and Crawford saw the opportunity.
Crawford dropped it in the second round, then again in the seventh, each shot taking more out of Spence. By the ninth round, Spence was bloodied and broken, and the referee stepped in to wave it off. It wasn't just a victory, it was a statement. Crawford didn't just beat Spence, he dominated him from start to finish, cementing himself as the undisputed welterweight champion and one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters of his era. Cris Cyborg was considered unstoppable, the most feared woman in MMA, undefeated for over a decade and a champion known for overwhelming opponents with pure aggression. But Amanda Nunes wasn't intimidated. When they met at UFC 232, the world expected a war. What they got was domination. From the opening bell, Nunes came out swinging with blistering combinations. She met fire with fire and proved her power was greater.
Don't respect the power of everybody with 4-ounce gloves. Cyborg in the match.
Just 51 seconds into the fight, Cyborg was on the canvas, battered by Nunes' relentless strike. The Lioness has just done the unthinkable. She knocked out the most feared fighter in women's MMA history in under a minute. The first time Francis fought Stipe, he was exposed, wild, reckless, and ultimately defeated. But in their rematch at UFC 260, Ngannou showed just how much she had evolved. From the start, it was clear this was a new Ngannou. Patient, composed, and terrifyingly powerful.
Evolution as a fighter.
He stuffed Mio Kick's takedown attempt with ease, showcasing improved wrestling defense.
And here is the takedown defense, and this was a big moment in this fight. Huge moment. Francis took his back.
Then, punished the champion with heavy shots. By the second round, Stipe walked straight into a crushing left hand that dropped him instantly.
Nice counter right from Miocic, who is now down and out. Francis Ngannou can finally...
A final hammer fist sealed the deal, and Francis Ngannou was crowned heavyweight champion of the world. The first time Kamaru Usman fought George Masvidal, critics claimed the champion only won because Masvidal had stepped in on a short notice. The rematch at UFC 261 was supposed to settle the debate once and for all, and Usman made sure there was no doubt left. From the opening bell, Usman's jab was very sharp, his pressure relentless.
To defend takedowns, because if you don't, that's what's gonna happen.
Masvidal, known for his striking, was forced on the back foot. Then in the second round, it happened. Usman uncorked a thunderous right hand that landed flush,
And of all the superlatives...
sending Masvidal crashing to the canvas unconscious. It was the first time Masvidal had ever been knocked out in his career. Usman didn't just defend his belt, he silenced the critics with one of the most iconic knockouts in UFC history. By the time Valentina Shevchenko faced Lauren Murphy at UFC 266, her reign as flyweight queen was legendary. But this fight became a reminder of just how wide the gap was between champion and contender. From round 1, Shevchenko controlled every exchange. Her striking was crisp, her footwork flawless, and every time Murphy tried to advance, she was punished.
Body kick is there.
It wasn't just about damage, it was about complete control, a master dismantling her opponent piece by piece. By the fourth round, the end was inevitable. Valentina swarmed with a brutal combination, forcing the referee to step in.
She does not like the...
Oh, big elbows! That'll do it!
Murphy never stood a chance.